What's going on, Genius Nation? Welcome to the Daily Genius. I am Dr. Will, and as always, super excited that you are here with us. Hope wherever you are in the world that your day is started off magnificent and you are ready to crush the day. For those of you that are watching this outside of Genius Nation, when I refer to Genius Nation, I'm talking to our private Facebook group of over 1,000 individuals that are committed to becoming the best versions of themselves and creating a life that they love. If that sounds like you are wanting to become the best version of yourself and you want to create a life that you love, then we invite you to join us inside our private Facebook group. Simply go to Genius Nation on Facebook, look us up and join. We would love to have you be a part of us. What we want to do is help you with tips, tools, and strategies that will help you become a better version of yourself and help you create the life that you love. So thank you so much for joining us. This is day number 91 of this 365-day journey where I have committed to you to show up every single day for 365 days. That's how committed I am to your success. I wonder, are you that committed to your success? Today, I want to talk to you about respecting your time. Respecting your time. I have my favorite quote. My favorite quote is, "We are all equal in time. We're separated by how we invest it." Now, listen to that. We are all equal in time, but we are separated by how we invest it. What do I mean by that? I mean that we all get the same 24 hours a day. We all get the same 168 hours a week. We all get the same 8,760 hours a year. But how are you investing it? And I was thinking about this earlier this morning, because for me, time and understanding time has been the game changer. It's been a game changer. When I realized that whatever you wanted to accomplish and whatever you wanted to do, you do it inside of time. And when you look at the majority of your life, everything is defined by time, right? If you went to college to get a college degree, right? What do they say? For an associate's degree, you need 60 credit hours, time designation. To get a bachelor's degree, you need 120 credit hours, right? Everything is designated by time. How many hours a day do you work? How many hours a day do you sleep? How many hours a day do you work out? Everything, designation of time. You watch TV for a certain amount of time. You drive to work, takes you a certain amount of time, right? Everything is governed by time. And when I really began to understand the power of time, I started to make a practice not to waste time. Now let's look at something. And I just want to give you something to consider, a thought to consider. A lot of times when we think about time, people say things like time is money, but time is not money. Time is not money, because if time is money, it means that time is equal to money. But time is not equal to money. Why? Because you can get more money. You can't get more time. You can get more money, but you can't get more time. So time is even more valuable than money. Because if you ask the richest man or the richest woman on his or her deathbed if they're willing to trade their money to have more time, to have more life, they would trade the money in a heartbeat because you can't get more time. And so as I was thinking about this morning, just for myself and just doing an evaluation and assessment and an audit. That's the word I want to use. An audit of my time. Because I was looking at doing something. And so I was looking for the time in my schedule. And so I was looking to see, okay, are you wasting any time anywhere that you can reallocate to this particular thing? And I got to thinking, and I want us to think about this. Because just like similar to money, though, if you don't do a budget, if you don't do an audit, it's very easy. It's very easy to waste time. Like it's very easy to waste money as well. Because here's how we play it. For most of us, we don't look at the whole of time. We look at time in chunks, right? 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, 30 minutes here. So I want us to not just look at time in chunks, but I want us to look at the whole of time and see what we're losing in the whole of time. All right? So I just want you to think about this. 1 hour. 1 hour. I just want you to think about 1 hour. We get 24 hours a day, right? So let's look at this. 24 hours a day. That's 365 hours, right? That's 365. If we took 1 hour a day, that would be 365 hours, right? Now let's divide that. Let's divide that by 24, right? Because that's 24-hour periods. 24 hours in a day. If we divided that by 24, we would get 15 full days, 15 24-hour cycles. Follow me now. Just 1 hour a day. Just 1 hour a day. So now, I don't want you to just think about the hour. I want you to think about it in its entirety. 365 hours, 15 days out the year. What could you do? What could you accomplish in 365 hours? What could you accomplish? I just want you to think about it. What could you accomplish in 15 days? And I'm talking about 24-hour period. If you were productive that whole 24-hour period for 15 days straight, what could you accomplish? Well, for most of our lives, we're not going to get 15 24-hour periods to do something, to accomplish something. You're not going to get 365 hours at one time to do something. So what has to happen? We got to learn how to master the moments. We have to learn how to master the chunks. So if I'm not going to get the full 15 24-hour period days or the 365 hours together. So when I talk to people, people always say, man, if I just had, no, you're not going to get more than 24 hours. You're not going to get more than 168 hours a week. You have to learn how to master the time that you have. And most people don't master the time they have. So I was just, that 1 hour, you think it's just 1 hour of TV. You think it's just 1 hour of TV. And for most people, it's not just 1 hour, it's 2 hours. So think about that. If it's 2 hours a day, that's 30 full days, 24-hour cycles. That's 730 hours. 730 hours. What could you accomplish in 730 hours? Now, once again, you're never going to get a full 730 hours just to focus on something, just to concentrate on something, just to clean something out, just to build something, to create something, to write that. You're not going to get that time. But you are going to get the time. The time is going to come to you. I was talking to a person the other day, and I was sharing with them. I said, "Oh, no. You're a millionaire. You're a millionaire." He is like, "Man, I'm not a millionaire." I said, "Oh yeah, you're a millionaire." I said, "Let me ask you something. What's been your average salary over the last 10 years? What's been your average salary over the last 10 years?" And he says, "About $130,000, $150,000 a year." And I said, "You see that? Say that again." He said, "About $130,000, $150,000 a year." I said, "See, $1 million has come to you in the last decade, in the last year. $1 million came to you. Now, it didn't all come together, but $1 million has come through your hands." And he said, "Man, I never thought about it like that." And I told him, I said, "Listen, if you don't learn how to control it, get a grips of it, another 10 years, another $1 million will come through your hand. And if you don't learn how to manage the millions that come through your hand, you won't know how to manage 1 million if it ever came to your hand." And the same is with time. See, 365 hours is going to come through your hands. The question is, what are you going to do with the 365 hours that come? Because you're going to get 365 hours. Yep. You're going to get even 730 hours. Yep. You're going to get 1,095 hours. That's 3 hours a day for 365 days. 3 hours, 1,095 is going to come through your hands. That time is going to come through your hands. But if you don't learn how to get a grip of your time, get a hold of your time, learn how to master your time, you'll always be talking about, "I never have time. I wish I could have, would have done it if I would have." No. See, you're not, nobody's going to come to you and say, "Guess what, man, I'm going to give you a 26-hour day. I'm going to give you a 28-hour day. I'm going to give you 4 extra hours." No. You're going to get the same 24 that everybody else, every person that you deem successful, every person that you deem prosperous, all that kind of stuff, they got the same 24, but they learned how to. And I see it every single day. The secret sauce is how you master your time. So I want you to think about this. Just 1 hour. If you can master 1 hour of productivity a day toward your dream, toward your goal, to writing that book. If you said, "You know what, I'm going to dedicate 1 hour a day." If you just said, "You know what, man, Dr. Will, that's kind of, let's say 200 of the days out the year, out of the 365, I'll give you 165 days off. Let's take 200 days. 1 hour a day, 200 hours. What you going to do with it? What you going to do with 200 hours? What would you do with 200 hours? Once again, you're not going to get just 200 hours dropped in your lap. So you're going to have to learn how to master that 1 hour. And master that 1 hour for 200 days. That's 200 hours. What could you build, create with 200 hours? That's my challenge for you today. So as you go out there and be your brilliant self, I want you to, man, what can I create with 200 hours? And it's not going to come to you at the whole 200. You're going to have to learn how to master that one. So that's my challenge for you. What are you going to do with that 1 hour that's going to benefit you, that's going to make you better, that's going to take you to the next level? That's my challenge for you, Genius Nation. All right. Go out there and be your amazing, brilliant, genius selves. And I'll see you right back here tomorrow for the Daily Genius.